Hello, welcome to the true final stream of SANABI. Sorry for having to go, something important came up, and I couldn't really deny that because it was more important than streaming a video game. But I've even got the final thumbnail ready. So, let's begin. Since childhood, in one corner of my house, there have always been many large and complex computers. Military equipment for my dad, implanted with electronic aids for brain activity. From around the time I started getting tired of playing with Tyranno, I began to frequent that room. A thick, dusty manual and a vast knowledge that can be found with a simple search. The language of machines that controls the world of logic to its heart's content. It didn't take long before programming became my new pastime. That's right, I was talented in the world of zeros and ones. Unfortunately. The moment I decided to use that talent for my dad, the world began to tilt in the wrong direction. What I was trying to do, at the age of 8, was to convert my dad's personality into data. The reasons were pure. I just didn't want to see him suffer. Mom's death, if that memory was the cause of my dad's distress, I thought I could just remove the cause. In the personality data, memories were just like any other file. Files that could be written and deleted at will. If I could erase the memories of my mother from my father's personality data, just as the rotten part of the apple gets cut out, I believe that my dad's suffering would be cured too. In the world of zeros and ones, such magical things were possible. Now I can say for sure, innocence is a crime. Oh, we're already at the 2nd district. Also, the reason why I was being hit was because I'm a very advanced robot, too. Oh, what the fuck? One of the drones? I'm not dying here. I'm not dying here. Oh shit. So this is what the residential district looked like. Uh-oh. It goes without saying, but digitizing a personality wasn't an easy feat. I had to replace incomplete and difficult to control brain activities such as personality, memory, and emotion with data. Obviously, it's more than in the realm of impossibility rather than possibility. But I had the talent, and I had the passion. When I was wandering through a bunch of complex data that seemed like a code from the gods, I used to feel the urge to just give up everything. Unfortunately, the hope of saving my father gave me infinite passion. I joyfully interpreted his memory module day by day and analyzed the thought process, believing that this could be a fantastic gift to magically cure his pain. My father's expression when he first saw the completed personality module. I still remember it clearly 10 years later to this day. That day was the first and last time I saw my father in a fiery rage. My father's voice shook as he pressed me about what I did wrong. He said personality data is a Class 1 violation tech that is strictly prohibited by the Royal Court. He said Class 1 violation tech is so dangerous that it's punished as a high treason even for merely researching it. He said if the Royal Court found out what I made, something irrevocable could happen. I didn't understand anything my father said at the time, but I could gather that something was terribly wrong. He left me terrified and immediately destroyed the personality data I had created. Then, gunmen armed with heavy weapons entered the house. The stinging smell of gunpowder, the sound of shots and explosions tearing through the air. My father couldn't arm himself in time and was killed trying to protect me. It was years later that I realized that my computer had a back door installed. Innocence is a sin, and unforgivable talent is a curse. When these two meet, life becomes hell. I think I was experiencing a bug, because there was still one of the, drones, the, justice drones around. And I think it was hitting me every time, so... Fuck. It was premeditated murder of a soldier. The attackers disappeared with dexterity, but they couldn't escape the furious military police investigation. Soon after, the attackers were found in an old warehouse by a shabby pier as cold dead bodies. The only information we could get from the corpses was that the attackers were killed shortly after the incident. All personally identifiable parts had been removed from their bodies. Thoroughly and skillfully, clue removal to hide their existence. There wasn't a single clue left. With a vague conclusion that it was a revenge murder by a criminal organization, the investigation fizzled out. But not for me. Only I knew the real purpose of the attackers. The day my father was killed, there was only one thing that disappeared from the house. A computer hard disk, the one with my father's personality data. It was clear that someone stole my father's personality data. I killed my father. I felt like a part of my mind completely snapped. Poor Mary. Oh shit, the Overseer's still online. Fuck. Oh, hey, is it? No, it's not fully destroyed. Every day was a continuation of hell. There's only one thing I want every day when I open my eyes. That this was all a dream. It was the thought of revenge that made me endure my deliberating regret. Revenge on those who killed my father. I went off the grid and I became a hacker. Paradoxically, the talent that killed my father also led me to find him. I used my powers to the fullest, wandering around the network like a madman in search of any trace of him. I'm not sure exactly how many years passed. As the madness and obsession became chronic, I eventually found a clue about the criminals. on a top-secret pet project of the Mago Group. Mago Group, the largest company in the country in name and reality, and a huge conglomerate that owns an entire city. Along with the fierce hatred, a question arose. They had little to gain and lots to lose, yet they stole the personality digitization tech. For what? That's when I started looking into Mago Group. Uh-oh. I missed it. Well, I'm dead. Damn it, I wanted to do this final bit deathless, but... Alright, then. Oh. No. The public image of Mago Group is the mold of a solid conglomerate with overwhelming influence in most areas of the country. There was a time where I certainly thought so too. However, when I peeled back a single layer, the inside of the company was full of strange things. Thick security that is clearly inefficient beyond just being inconvenient. A risky data structure designed to be able to destroy all data simultaneously at any time. Widespread organized behind-the-scene action. In this huge anomaly which I couldn't grasp the threat of, I finally found it. My father's personality data. After 10 years, his personality data was so modified that the original was unrecognizable. In cleverly placed memories, my father had turned into a murdering machine that blindly carried out revenge for his daughter. In my father's memory, I had been killed by terrorism, and his fond memories with me became the fuel for his revenge. A battle program where my caring father is nowhere to be found, where he is locked in a prison of hatred and repeats meaningless revenge. Only the SANABI project remained. Only then did everything become clear. For a long time, the royal family had been extremely wary of digitizing personalities and had banned it. They've cited ethical issues as the reason, but there's really only one reason. Digitized personalities are reproducible, and a reproducible personality may pose a threat to the royal family, because unlike artificial intelligence, where the core technologies are under state control, personality data always guarantees the original's level of intelligence and ability. Because you can organize an army with just one well-trained soldier's personality data. Because when you can clone a personality, you can gain power against the royal family with worldly power of money and technology. Yes, the Mago group was going to challenge the heavens. And my father was the blade of treason held by Mago group. So what you miss, Saida, is basically his daughter was the one who created the personality data, and then because of that, and because they were, watching her computer, she was essentially the reason her father died. What? Man, oh man. Here, really? I'm restarting from here? The Mago group certainly wasn't an easy enemy. Once they discovered the leak of the secret project, they immediately shut down all of the company's networks and began to erase all data. Faced with that terrible decision to bury the whole plan at any cost, the only thing I could do was create a copy of the SANABI project and take it. The SANABI project. This personality that used to be my father was modified to only operate in one type of environment. Workers. Multi-purpose worker androids used in Mago. A Found a worker that was still accessible and inserted the SANABI project. I typed in the detailed settings as if I were in a trance. Meet me, Mary, in Mago City and chase after SANABI. What's the point? Even I don't know why I'm doing this. The SANABI project is no longer my father. I know that better than anyone else. A personality reprogrammed in an irreversible manner will never return to its original state. He won't be able to remember me no matter what happens. The searing pain comes back. For the past 10 years, I had desperately pushed it down while pretending to be enraged to endure each day. But one emotion was always staring me down. Guilt. Even now I can feel its gaze. I killed my father. Man. Hello, Isaiah Capuchin, I think it's spelled. Yeah, so, what happened, just real quick. So, his wife died in an explosion. He got depressed after that, so Mary made the personality data to, like, essentially make a version of him that didn't remember his wife or her death so he could be happy, and then bad things happened. A company pretty much saw that, said, hey, yeah, we want to use that as a weapon, as, you know, companies and militaries do. And so killed her for that. Okay, go here. Oh, you fucking bitch. Go away. Alright. Sure, I guess. No! Ay, 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 ay. I need to get it for the, No! What the? Oh my god! That is bull to the shit. There we go. God, I am cooking it. I am cooking this. I don't know when it started, but I don't remember him very well. Even when my father occasionally appears in my dreams, his voice, his face, everything is blurry. I'm on my way to Mago City. I still don't know what I want, but I think if I try, if I can show him my old self, maybe he'll remember me. It would be wonderful for him to miraculously remember me. Oh, man. Will he be happy to see me? Will he forgive me? Shit, man, this is gonna make me cry! Dad, I tried really hard. I'm not sure if I did the right thing. I just want to see you again. That's all. Mary? Who's there? Are you human? Oh, are you human? You're here. Why are you so late? A robot that doesn't follow orders. It's a defect! A defect! I'm not sure from when, I don't really remember, but ever since a certain point, nothing in this world went according to my wishes. I guess today is no exception. Well, I'm used to it by now. Oh, I don't know. I don't know of anything anymore.
SANABI. Was it this power plant?
Mister, you removed the cognitive restraint, didn't you? To be exact, stopping the self-destruct of the city, that's the SANABI I designed. We can't let innocent people of the city die because of the crazy corporate scumbags. If you understand, then please get out of my way. The reactor's temperature is well over the threshold. We are out of time. I have to go inside and take down the core myself. Even the royal court that's above the city right now, when the reactor stops, they'll leave the city alone. Oh, shit. Ugh, why didn't you just go find SANABI? If my body doesn't last in that radioactive pit, do you know how many people will die? What's with the hat? Did you go see the colonel? Wait, you didn't kill him, did you? Mary. Don't say my name so easily. Let me make this clear. You're not my father. You're just a tin can that imitates a human. A replica of my father, converted into a weapon. I feel so stupid. This was such a simple end. What was I trying so hard to accomplish on my own? I know I have no right to say this, but I don't like you. There's no way I'll ever like you. So please, just get out of my sight. I don't want to waste my sadness or feelings of regret on a fake. Oh, is he about to fucking... Dad! Getting all the way to the end is not what's important.
Why not? Did I not do a good job this time? No? That's not important, Daddy. This isn't like that. Then what is it? What? How can you not know that? Who cares if you played until the end? You got all the notes wrong in the middle. The key was totally off too. And the beat too. Doesn't that mean I didn't do a single thing right? That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Sorry, but I don't think I have any talent when playing the harmonica. But it's okay, Dad. You're still a beginner. Took me a long time how to learn to play this from Mom. Mary. Huh?
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? I'm sorry about everything. Everything. I'm sure there's so much you want to do. I'm not doing a very good job as a father. Sometimes I miss your mother so much.
Do you miss Mom? I miss her too. Do you think she's looking down at us from heaven? I wonder what she would say as she watches us. You know, Dad, whenever I was sad, Mom would play this song for me. Do you remember Muffin Dad? Our cat crew? When Muffin crossed the Rainbow Bridge, I was so sad. I felt like Muffin left me all alone in the world. So the cat's name was Muffin too. Mom played, oh, With Every Hello Comes a Goodbye. And that's why the time we spent together is so precious. And strangely, whenever I listened to that song, my sadness disappeared. You know, Dad, I love playing with you. I know you get embarrassed sometimes, but you still do your best, and I love that. You do everything I ask you to do. I even like seeing you doze off because you're so tired after playing with me. When you were sleeping, I tried to lift your chain arm. It was so heavy. It's been hard because of that heavy arm, huh? I'm sorry. I'm sure you just want to rest after a long day of work. Thank you for playing with me even though you're tired. I was so happy every moment I spent with you. I still feel that way. So, Dad, you don't have to feel bad. You'll always be the best father in the world to me.
Mary.
So if you ever feel sad, whenever you feel sad, I'll play the harmonica for you. Just like how Mom did for me. Shit, man, I'm crying. And when I was watching you train last time, oh shit, I'm going to become a soldier. I'll become an invincible soldier just like you. Adventures? Yeah. Close your eyes and think about it, Dad. Can you imagine? We'll become allies and go up to a castle and fight the bad guys. We'll take down the giant worm man. We'll even meet Justice and take a picture with him. And, oh, we can win against that giant monster. You have to know when to pick your battles. I find it so funny. We did meet Justice, we did beat a worm, and we did run from a giant monster. Oh, I saw this on TV before. They're trains that fly through the sky. Isn't that amazing? I really want to ride one. Just think about it gets me so excited, right? I really hope that day comes. Heh, I'm sure it will. I even have a good feeling about this. Dad, can you promise me something? What promise? One day, when we're on an adventure together, if I ever become sad, can you play the harmonica for me? This song? SANABI? SANABI was the name of the song? If you play this for me, I'm sure I'll feel much better. Of course, darling, I'll do anything. I don't care what anyone says, you're the best. But you're not good enough right now. If you play like that, I'll just become sadder. Got it? I'll play SANABI for you again. Listen carefully and practice, okay? Oh no. I'm gonna fucking cry, man. It sounded pretty good this time, right? Oh. Shit, man, I'm crying. Everything is okay now, my daughter. Cry as much as you want. I'm so sorry, Dad. Because of me, you... It's all because of me. Everything. It's all my fault. I'm sorry. What are you all so sorry about, sweetie? I'm just grateful. Thank you for trusting me to the very end. No, I didn't trust you. I tried to give up on you. Still, you stayed with me until the end. Dad. So, please stop saying you're sorry. I just want to hold on to that precious happy memories. Dog, this shit is so sad, dog. Dad, Can't we just leave together? I'll try to fix you. Mary, do you remember what your mom said? With every hello comes a goodbye. Whether you like it or not, everyone has to accept that at some point. I don't care. I don't want to. I don't remember anything like that. I don't think I can survive this world without you anymore. Mary. You know how much Daddy loves you, right? Uh-huh. If the end comes for everyone exactly the same, getting to the end is not important. What's really important is how we get there. Huh? Where are you going? Dad? I started this whole thing. It's time I put an end to it. No, if you're gonna die, I'm going with you. Mary. Do you remember this? It's Steel Tiger. Please, remember me. Yes. Okay. Thank you for growing up into such an amazing person. Even if it was only for a short while, it was fun while it lasted. My commander. Dad? Oh. Did she make herself a little grappling hook arm? She did! Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Since the headquarters is no longer being used, I barely managed to convince them to leave it alone. It's what they call a permanent retired number. Colonel, what did I tell you? I didn't say you need it for something. Him. The fucking worm. Yes, I got it the first time. This is a steel worm. I made it because it was from the top. It exceeds the national safety standards about 100 times. Or just to make. We just did what we were told. Fine, I got it. Then tell me what happened here. With Mago City engulfed in unprecedented chaos and all admin power being killed, talks are underway about state-run company. Look at that. I told you it's just a hoax created by the royal court. Since Mago Corporation is so successful, the courts want to take over the city. Oh my god, they don't fucking know. Something is burning the factory from the inside. Bro, the overseer is going scorched earth in there. Good lord. Mago City is no longer safe. Premium City for proper VIPs. Come to the perfect city for perfect people. Are you sure we weren't followed by a public security unit? Yep, you doofus. You don't trust my intel? So it's true that the public security units, that's like insane. That's right, moron. Let's just do a few more runs and leave the country. Who's there? Oh, it's Justice. It's the Justice robot. I'm watching you. So Justice is alive. Sis? Here to exercise too? Place reminds me of old times. I used to train here, you know. And I feel like my punches have grown weaker. Your punches? Yeah. So I hope you don't mind sharing tonight the training area with me. Oh, but I just... Good lord. I'm just here to lift dumbbells. She cleaned up her area. She cleaned up her home. And you. My god. Happiest moment. And it's the drawing of him in the fucking paper hat. And now we only have one thing left. The bad ending. Let's just get the bad ending over with, shall we? Sir, the core overload has reached 95%. How much longer until the power plant explodes? About 30 minutes. Good. Make sure it stays overloaded. We have to make sure this city is destroyed, without a trace. That's the only way Mago Corporation will survive. And... who goes there? Run the project! Bring me the project termination code! They're coming this way! What are you doing in there? Hurry up and bring the... Relax. I can help you. You're here because of Sanabi, right? You've been deceived. Sanabi doesn't even exist. That's...
I don't want to hear it.
Oh shit, it's all grayed out. Daddy! It's not important to... Important. Sanabi eliminated. Mission accomplished. Terminating project. You missed the bad ending. It's important to make it to the end. And that is the bad ending of Sanabi. And that is Sanabi as a whole. Truly one of the best games I've played in a long, long time. And it's still going to be in my top games. It's actually my second favorite game of all time. But that ends Sanabi. See you whenever I decide to stream a new game. I'll probably stream more Lego Marvel, since that's really the only other thing I have. I have Beautiful Paper Smile, Lego Marvel, and maybe a few demos I can play. Or maybe I'll play The Messenger and Sea of Stars, two other games that I fucking love. But anyways, goodbye.